The mind is much more powerful than the body. The mind can push the body to do things that you think are inconceivable. In a sport where your well-being and your health is at risk, you have to put your absolute best foot forward. A lot of these guys, they're willing to make sacrifices in the ring. That's one of the things you sign up to when you jump in there, but it's impressing upon them that there's other people that don't want to see you like that. That it's your job to get in there and get out as healthy as you can. And you may not be too worried about yourself, but there's loved ones that are very concerned about it. And that helps get across that you can come to training today and you can go 98%. Or you can go 100 because your opponent's going 100. It helps get that extra percentile out of their training.
Grab a seat, please, quickly. Okay, this is Kaikara France, number 7 flyweight in the world for UFC, please.
I think there's a little bit of anticipation in there, but I'm now looking forward to this moment. It makes the picture a little bit more clearer, the target a little bit more clearer, a bit more focus comes into play.
Kaikara France is coming to help us. He's going to announce the matchups. I'm very happy that Kaikara France is here because Kaikara France is not a morning person. I've been with you guys for many weeks, and I still f*** your names up. So just forgive Kai if he f***s your name up.
Nervous. Who's it going to be? Are they going to be better than me? It's like waiting for a school report or something. Yeah,
First of all, congratulations to make it this far. You've done really well. Still got a really decent amount of time to start really focusing on achieving this goal.
Pretty nerve-wracking as well, actually. I think once you find out who you're fighting, everything becomes real, you know, and you need to start tuning it up right in time for the fight, I think. Yeah.
First matchup. Rakihi. He'll be fighting Mutiara Maruso. Top girls. All right, next matchup. Mark Sweeney. He'll be fighting Jeffrey Liu. Gloria Sutton, Nate Dogg. Okay, the next matchup. Jackie Harima. He'll be fighting Susan Wong.
Yeah, fighting Jackie. But we did our trial together, so we kind of we started this together, we'll end it together. Yeah, it'll be cool.
Next matchup. John Watson, Ashish Kandolkar.
Yeah, weight's all over. I'm actually looking forward to it now. So I can see the opponent looks like the same weight as me, so it's all good. Now I just need to focus, train, and get ready.
All right, this is the last male matchup. Ropata Pora. You'll be fighting Robert Kumar.
Straight up, of all the people in this gym, me and the brother have been sparring probably most. So, you know, it's the journey, eh? And on the night, I know the Brad's going to bring it, and I will, just to honour the kaupapa. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad it's all over now, because I can just focus on the fight now, to start putting in the extra work. Yeah, excited, yeah, for sure. This is what we've been waiting for, eh? It's good.
Remember what I said about my advice? When Kai fights someone in the UFC, it's about respect. It's about showing up and giving his best effort for that other person that's showing up and giving their best effort to support their family, because they're professionals. I think that even more carries through here because you know each other. You guys are friends. That mutual respect is founded on being weeks and weeks and weeks together and trying to get through this journey and achieve this goal. And you know what the other person's going through. So you owe it to them and to yourself, importantly, to put your best foot forward.
What can account for a big percentage of the success of Winter Warriors is getting them to that fight. How well they perform, I'm not too worried about, because it's just about getting in there and accomplishing it. That is the part that is going to account for quite a bit of change in their life and their perspective on the world. They have to go through that. They have to get in there and walk through that door and walk back out. I've definitely got a whole lot of even matchups, but that comes from the unique situation of matching people up that you've been with for months and months and months, but you get to know them quite intimately. When you look at the card, yeah, you can see, like, man, there's some good matches here. Like, who's going to win that? Well, I don't know. And that's the type of matches you want.
Okay, start jogging around the mat.
Oh, the weekend was agony. Just, couldn't sleep. It was like, who am I fighting? Is it going to be one of my mates? Is it going to be someone I've trained with, someone I haven't? So, bit of weight off the shoulders now. The weight's over.
Drive your hips into the mat. Looking forward. Quickly pull your hands up to your head.
I like the fact that I know nothing about this guy. Haven't sparred with him, haven't trained with him, so it's pretty good. I can go in there with my own strategy, not working off, his weaknesses or his strengths.
What you guys are pushing overhead is nothing. It should be going continuously.
It's like a blind date almost, you're going in there, you have no idea what you're going to expect, but all I know is what I'm strong in, my weaknesses, so I know I can now start putting together a strategic plan to hopefully come out with a W.
3, 2, 1, here they come, let's go! Doesn't matter how you get over there. Oh, I don't know about using your knees. Get on your belly, boy. Get on your belly. You got to use each other as support. Come on.
My opponent, our very first introduction session, her and I were partnered up. She's lovely. She's one of the loveliest people. So try not to think of her as a friend and lovely.
Come on, press that plate. It's only 20 kilos. Come on, press the damn plate.
I just worry about what I've got to do on the night and worry about my actions.
Sprint on the bike. Move the bike, goddammit, move, sprint.
I think that once we both get in the cage, we know actually we're here to do something. And what happens during the fight time and then what happens before and after is totally different to what happens when you get in the cage. So that will be the mindset that I think we both will have.
Circle up. Make sure you're here tomorrow. That was a good session.
There's a groundswell of opinion that the law around coward punches should change after a 25-year-old father died over the weekend.
Grief hangs heavy in the city kickboxing gym. 4 men have already appeared in court on a range of assault charges, but since Vake's death, police have said that they will be filing more charges. Oh, better be! Oh, better be! Oh, talking now!
We've just experienced the passing of our friend who we buried on Friday. He was in a coma for a week and just was fighting for his life, but unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. He obviously will be remembered forever and he'll be honoured forever by us, but it was good to put him in the ground and have that finality. It's like, okay, this is full. He's someone they will remember forever. But now's our time to live our best life that we can and enjoy the sport. And that's how you honour someone like him, who can no longer be here doing that for us. We do it for him with some extra vigour and some extra vitality.
Welcome back to Johnny. Yeah, so good to have you back, brother. And you have anything you want to say, bro?
Probably at that time when you're like over it a little bit, or you're almost just a bit nervous, you just want to get it done, but sometimes we forget when we're like in this, guys will die, fight. The worst thing that happens is that you lose, then you're just going to go out there and live another day and figure out another way to get better. Just like life, sometimes we don't appreciate what we actually have until it's gone.
You know, John was sharing of how precious life and time are, and not to take that for granted. It's a sad thing. Very taumaha, very heavy for their whānau over the last week. Look at all the flags on the wall. I mean, you sense that Fo's presence is always here. That's what I love about the culture of CKB, He whānau ko tahi tātou, you know, and that's trickles right down from Eugene, from Doug. You get that sense of whanaungatanga or family when you're here, and that was demonstrated hard out with Fo's loss, and no doubt it will continue. That's what makes this gym special and unique in the world, I think.
How's the nerves? Too bad. Come ebbs and flows. Yeah.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
You guys just make our way around this mat, just around the equipment, and start jogging. Let's go.
It's been quite just a kind of hard on your sleeve type journey.
Face the mat.
It's moment by moment, and you're going about your day, and then you suddenly feel like
looking forward, hands up to your head. It's not a burpee.
Other moments you're like, yeah, I got this. I know all I need to know. I think I can win. And then the next moment, back to square one. So it's been pretty up and down.
On the wall's all about underhooks. It's all about underhooks.
There's been real moments of kind of panic in there, where your body just kind of hooks it in and shuts down, and then just the tears flow. Something that I already decided when I was coming to the trial and when I was beginning, that if I needed to cry, I would cry, and that it was okay to be vulnerable and real in the whole journey. And I felt like I've had really good support from everybody, so that's been really amazing. And everyone, they see my tears or whatever, but they are actually all feeling the same, so it's not like it's a surprise to anybody.
Come on, let's go. Push yourselves.
So just keep showing up and just keep trying my hardest and putting in the work.
Okay, spread out a bit. Katris is going to do 2 minutes with Sweeney, and then he's going to do 2 minutes with Ethan on the wall. Offensive and defensive, doesn't matter. He's just going to go back and forth like that, continuously. So it's one big continuous round of sparring for him. You got it? Everybody understand that? Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, good try. Yeah, roll. Yes, stay on it. Posture up, you need to do more punching.
Tough morning in the office, man. It was freezing, 2 degrees, now it's like 42 degrees. I'm puffed. Gotta put in all the work, you know. This is the last chance to really get all that practice in, get all that drilling in, just sharpening up the basics and looking after ourselves, not getting injured. 16 days till fight day, so trying to make sure everyone makes it to fight day from here on in.
Change! Some light punches to the face, light punches to the face.
So yeah, my wife said no to the fight.
Light punches.
I'm trying to get extra family members in to help me convince her.
Oh!
She's seen some MMA fights and it freaks her out a little bit. Ultimately, she doesn't want me to get hurt, but all the training and everything that we've learned, I think we should be all right.
One person at a time. What your partner's doing is when you're resting.
Bloody hard, but it's worth it. Oh my God, it feels good. the adrenaline, everything. It's bloody awesome, mate. I never thought I would be able to do this. In the beginning, no chance. But now, I'm loving it.
Okay, so in the next 2 or 3 days, I need you guys to decide your walkout music. It's super important. The purpose of that song, once you choose it, is to get you ready to fight. When you hear that music, that's that trigger point. Make sure that you listen to your corner, listen to your coaches, tune into their voice through all the noise that's going on around you, and they will be able to calm you down. But don't look anywhere else outside the cage, because if you're hearing your family member shouting and you're looking over and waving, you're not where you should be. You should be steely focused at this point. But the last trigger point, and some people hear it and it freaks them out, is the cage door shutting. That's the last point of your journey. Everything else is up to you, and just let it fly. Backside's down. Remember, hands on your head when you get up. 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! That's it. Strongest round. Finish strong. One more.
Me and my opponent, we've worked together a lot. I've seen a lot of his strengths. He's seen a lot of my weaknesses. So I don't know how it's going to play out.
Hips down, head up. Let's go.
It does play with the mind a little bit, like has he seen too much, but it just gives you that little bit of push to try and train more, you know?
Keep the momentum. Let's go. Fast movements. Leg back. Strong finish.
The fight, it's on my mind constantly, you know? Trying to figure out what I'm going to do on the night, how it's going to play out on the night. There's all different endings when it plays out in my head, you know?
We're going to do a 2-minute plank to finish off. Okay, don't think about what's going on. Take your mind somewhere else.
Everyone's asking me when we can get tickets, what day you fight, and all that sort of stuff. Even my boss wants tickets to the fights, you know?
Strong, all the way to the bell. Let's go.
At the start, I didn't want anyone to know, but as the journeys progress, it's like, oh, who cares, you know? Let the world know I don't really care. This is my journey.
Time.
I reckon we're sitting anywhere from 11 to 11:30.
Pretty early.
So, some of them will end up, in the first round. Yeah. I'm sort of thinking 11, half 11.
I've been getting a lot of questions about strategy. Too many questions. Enough questions to give me a fucking headache. But I've given some people some generic advice. I've tried not to be too specific. It's just not fair. You have the same coach. How's that gonna work? We give you advice how to beat that guy, then we give the other advice how to beat that guy. You gotta come up with your own strategy on how you're gonna approach the fight. A good strategy is mostly weighted 80%, even as high as 90%, in what you're good at. So if your strategy right now is stopping what the other guy is good at, you're already fighting a losing battle. If you are imposing what you're good at, will you be spending the time stopping what they're good at? You won't be. The other thing to do, if you still feel like you're under pressure, when you get the bottom hand loose, go for the bridge.
I see it at the moment as that if I've made it this far, I can do a couple more days. And I'm looking forward to the fight, because for me, that's the culmination of everything we've been working for.
Yeah, she's concentrating on the tightness there.
Yeah.
So if I bridge at that moment...
Yeah, and if you go for that head-to-head.
I'm not super competitive, so for me, win or lose, I made it. I never thought that I would be doing something like this in my whole life.
Okay, I'll just talk about the other thing which I didn't touch on before. The 1-minute break is very important for you guys. What you should do is obviously go immediately to your corner, and if you're conscious enough, pull your mouth guard out. You can definitely breathe better with your mouth guard out. Just take big, deep breaths in and out try and lower your heart rate as low as you can.
I am feeling excited, nervous, scared.
Put your hands on the ground, extend your legs away.
I'm really trying to be calm, visualize, and then I'm practicing using my music to calm down. Actually, if I'm honest, my headspace is I think I'm ready for it to happen. Because I've seen so many injuries, some people have dropped off. I feel like all of us have got into 20 weeks and that we've won already, you know, to some degree. But hey, of course, everyone wants to be the one to put their hand up at the end of the night as the winner.
This is kind of the last thing. I left this till last, just so it's the freshest in your mind, okay? Because I think this is very important. Everything is dictated by distance, so your ability to understand where you are in relation to your opponent is going to be like very critical for you guys. The correct distance is basically an arm's length away, like this. It's not so far away that I'm giving this person too much reaction time and I'm probably going to get hit, but it's not too close that if all of a sudden he attacks me, I do not have enough time to react.
To be honest, yeah, I'm worried.
Practice this. Just lightly punching each other, nice and tight.
I've never been locked in a cage with someone like that.
Good fundamental defense. Don't try and be the Matrix.
The only fights I've ever been in is in the streets or on the rugby field, so, you know, now you've got a bit of fight IQ under my belt, but I also need to realise that the person I'm fighting is doing the exact same training as me.
Nice and tight, tight defense, chin down.
I realised that I could get knocked out in 10 seconds, but I also realised I could knock someone out in 7 seconds.
Nice tight guard.
All you can do is put all my training into use and make sure that I get my hand raised at the end of the day.
Okay, everybody grab your own space. Lie down backwards so you're facing the roof. I'm gonna show you an exercise that's very popular in this gym. Everybody imagine that it's a Friday or a Saturday when you're fighting. Put yourself in the changing room, waiting for your fight. Now it's just all but a few minutes before you have to walk out. Whoever the designated person is that helps us is going to come in and yell out, "Next fight." That's you. There's a whole lot of noise now. Well, your job right now, while you're standing in that tunnel ready to go out, what your job right now to do is to calm your nerves. Because your nerves will suck away energy, and you need every ounce of energy in the cage. The DJ's playing your walkout song. Take a couple of deep breaths. Whoever is successful on this night will be the person that can calm their nerves the most. Calm your nerves, calm your nerves. Walk out. There's 3 stairs, 3 steps you have to take. Take those 3 steps and jump in the cage. Now it's just you, your opponent. Visualize it. You're standing in the corner, the bell's about to go. Visualize it. There goes the bell. You come to the middle, meet your opponent. Visualize moving your head. Visualize jabbing. See your opponent's face. Visualize your entire fight. Make it real in your mind. There's definitely a lot of nervous people there, as you should be. Now we're like right on the cusp of the fight night. That's perfectly normal. It's not a fighter on the planet that doesn't have nerves, and it's more about harnessing those nerves. Because those nerves are the things that make the fight successful, that make you sharp. They don't understand that. They think those nerves are a negative thing, but they're not. You'd be in a lot of trouble if you were not nervous.
you. Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.